Hi, I'm Sasha, a mother and a student of life. If you enjoy stories like this, you're welcome to join us every week. Please like this video and subscribe to Where Little Souls Grow, where we reflect and honor the season we're in. Now, have you ever felt so small that your voice was hard to hear? Tonight's story is about a little mouse who wondered the very same thing. Let's begin. In a meadow, where the grass grew tall and daisies reached toward the sun, lived a very small mouse. So small, in fact, that the world often sounded much louder than she did. Beneath the meadow, under the roots of the grass, the mouse had made a tiny burrow. Inside were small treasures, a few seeds, an acorn shell, soft pieces of dried grass for a bed. And sometimes, when the meadow grew quiet, the mouse practiced speaking. "Hello?" she whispered. Then a little louder. "Hello." But every time she tried, her voice came out as a tiny squeak. The mouse sighed softly. "Maybe my voice is just too small." One morning, the mouse stepped outside. The meadow stretched wide and tall around her. Grass swayed like green waves. Bees hummed through the clover. Butterflies floated softly through the sunlight. Nearby, a fox rested in a patch of grass. A hummingbird drifted from flower to flower. The mouse watched the other animals. Everyone seemed so sure, so easy to hear. The mouse wondered what it might feel like to be heard like that. Later that afternoon, the animals gathered berries in the meadow. They placed them carefully into a small woven basket. But the wind had other plans. A sudden gust nudged the basket. It rolled. Slowly at first, then faster, down the hill. The mouse saw everything. Her chest tightened. She knew she should say something, but the words stayed stuck in her head. The basket rolled farther down the hill. The mouse stepped forward through the tall grass. She tried to speak. Excuse me." The sound barely left her whiskers. The basket kept rolling. The mouse cleared her throat and tried again. "Hello, hi, that basket of berries is..." Her voice hesitated, but no one noticed. The basket rolled closer to the water. The mouse took one more breath. Then she spoke again, a little louder. "Hey, the berries are rolling away." Her voice was clear, and this time it was heard. The fox lifted his head. His ears twitched. He looked toward the tiny mouse in the grass. "What is it?" he asked, confused. The mouse pointed down the hill. The basket was still rolling. The fox quickly realized what was happening. He ran down the hill as fast as he could. The other animals followed close behind. They reached the basket just before it tipped into the pond. The berries were safe. The animals turned toward the little mouse, and one by one, they thanked her. The mouse stood quietly in the tall grass. Her voice had been soft, but she had spoken. And when her voice grew brave enough to be heard, something inside her changed. The mouse realized her voice did not have to be big. It only needed courage. For the first time, the meadow did not feel quite so large, and the mouse did not feel quite so small. Because when a shy heart finds its voice, new friendships begin, and the world feels a little closer. If this story felt comforting to your child, or helped them remember that even small voices matter, and if it spoke to your heart as well, you're welcome to pause here and share a small moment together. Perhaps you might ask one another a simple question. Have there been times when your voice felt hard to share? And what helped you find the courage to speak? If you'd like another gentle story, you can watch one here and come back anytime you need a reminder that courage begins the moment we find the voice to speak.